Today we are going to study NCERT class 5th EVS chapter 2, A Snake Charmer Story. This chapter will be in two parts and this is part 1. So let's start. Children, you must have seen snake charmers in many movies and pictures, and you must have wondered how these people can control the snake, how these people make the snakes to dance. From where do they get these kind of snakes? And aren't they scared to touch the snakes? We all will get answers to all of our questions from Aryanath. Aryanath, who is a snake charmer, and he is going to tell you his story. Aryanath says he can do something special which he is sure we can't do, and that is playing bean. What is bean? Bean is a musical instrument used by snake charmers to charm snakes. And he is right. We can't play the bean, isn't it? Aryanath has learnt this art from his father and his grandfather. And the group of people to which Aryanath belongs to, they are called Kalbelias. Kalbelias is the name given to community of snake charmers. The group of snake charmers are known as Kalbelias. These people move from village to village and entertain people. Generation after generation, they teach this talent to their children. They play bean and charm the snake. Aryanath says his grandfather Roshan Nathji was a very famous person among his community, and he could easily catch poisonous snakes. Dadaji means grandfather in Hindi. Dadaji says from the time of his grandfather and great-grandfather, they have been saperas. Sapera means snake charmer in Hindi. And they used to carry their snakes in bamboo basket and move from village to village and entertain people. Here you can see the baskets which is used to keep the snakes. These baskets are made up of bamboos. Whenever they used to stop in a village, people used to gather around them, and snake charmers would take out their snakes and make them dance by playing the bean. And people used to get entertained because in those days they did not have TV, mobile, cable, YouTube, etc. just like we all have nowadays. But in those days they used to make people entertain with the help of these kind of shows, animal shows. Snake charmers would also carry tin box with them. And after the snake show, snake charmers used to give medicines to the villagers. Because usually in villages, the hospitals are very far away. So for normal fever, stomach pain or headache, etc., villagers used to take medicines from snake charmers. These medicines were made from plants collected from forests. Just like some of the medicinal plants you also know, like neem, aloe vera, tulsi, wheatgrass, etc. Snake charmers too used to prepare medicines out of these plants. And in return, villagers used to give them money or grains like rice, wheat, etc. Sometimes snake charmers were also called to places where someone had been bitten by a snake. Just by looking at the snake bite mark, snake charmers could tell which snake has bitten that person. So isn't it a great talent? All the snakes are not poisonous. A poisonous snake can cause death on spot, and immediately that person may die. But when a non-poisonous snake bites, people still have some time to call a doctor or take medicine. Sometimes when farmers used to come running, snake, snake, snake charmers used to come and catch the snakes. But do you know that what snakes do in the field? Snakes help humans by eating up the rats present in the fields, which would otherwise spoil the crops. Because crops are the food for rats, and because snakes kill the rats, snakes are also called farmer's friend, because snakes help the farmers to save their crop from the rats by eating them up. And do you know that snakes cannot chew their food? as they do not have chewing teeth. They swallow their prey whole. Snake charmers can also remove the poisonous teeth of a snake. The poisonous teeth of the snakes are called fangs, just like you can see in the picture. Fangs are hollow teeth. Hollow means having a hole or empty space inside. So fangs are hollow teeth which are connected to a poison gland by a thin tube. Gland means a small bag kind of organ present inside the mouth of a snake where poison is stored. Whenever a snake bites someone, the poison from the gland comes out of the fangs and it is injected into the person's body. So this is how the snake bites and transfers the poison into its prey's body. Aryanath's grandfather also knew how to remove the fangs of snakes and also how to close the tube of the poison gland. After removing the fangs, the snakes no longer remain dangerous and again it can be let free in the forest. So now you have to give answers for these questions and you have to write your own answer. Have you ever seen anyone playing a bean? Have you ever seen a snake? Where? Were you scared? Do you think that all snakes are poisonous? In chapter 1, you have read that snakes do not have ears, which you can see. Can the snake hear the bean or does it dance when the bean moves? What do you think? Snakes can actually feel the vibrations in the air when the sound of the bean comes out. What are vibrations? Vibrations are the movement in the air produced by any kind of sound. To give you an example, just like when you go to any event or function and there are big speakers all around, we feel the movement in the air, no? We can feel the blast of noise. The air is shaking kind of feeling. So that is the vibration produced by the big loudspeakers. So snakes can also feel such vibrations, but with the faintest of sound also they can feel the vibration. That is why they have super sense of touch. Next, Dadaji says that those days were very nice, but now government has made a law that no one can catch or keep any wild animal with them. Snakes are wild animals, so according to government, no one can keep snakes with them, not even snake charmers also. Now, why government has made this law? Because there are some bad people also who catch and kill the snakes and sell their skin at a very high cost. You have already studied about hunters and poachers in chapter 1, isn't it? So, to stop these people, government has made the law that no one will catch wild animals. And if somebody is caught with wild animals, he will be sent to jail. So, because of this law, even snake charmers are also not able to keep snakes with them. Now, it becomes so difficult for them to earn their living. Without snake, how will they entertain people? And anyway, snake charmers never harmed any snake. Snakes were their treasure. Even they used to gift snakes to their daughters when they used to get married. But law is law. Law is same for all people. So Kalbelia people started to dance to entertain people. And their dance is called Kalbelia dance. You can see Kalbelia dance in Rajasthan. Kalbelia dance is the famous folk dance of Rajasthan. The movements in Kalbelia dance is inspired by the movements of a snake. And here you can see the Kalbelias in their traditional dresses performing Kalbelia dance. So, this is how these people entertain people and earn money now. So, here we finish part 1. Rest of the chapter will be done in part 2. So, see you soon. God bless you all.